Hello everyone! Welcome back to another 2v2 battle. This is another kind of themed battle with leader Kholek and his monstrous band of 2 armored trolls, 2 dragon ogre shaggoth, or dragon ogres, another dragon ogre shaggoth, which I don't think I've really ever used, but there's the shaggoth. We have a chaos giant, we have a chaos spawn, which honestly probably doesn't really fit in this theme now that I think about it. The chaos spawn are more demonic and not... I probably wouldn't bring them. I probably would bring another troll unit or something. But anyway, I brought them in this one, and that, I believe, is my entire force. This is a smaller units battle again, set by the host. Not me. But something that I do want to point out, that in a smaller size for units, let's bring the UI back up here, the health of these monstrous creatures are also adjusted, like Kholek and the giant. So that's good to know, because they would be insanely overpowered in the smaller units battle if their health wasn't adjusted. But anyway, I'm also joined by a greenskin who brought 2 Arachnarok spiders, 4 forest goblin spider riders, or wolf riders. I'm sorry, those are wolf riders. 2 doom divers. They have a generic orc lord, a goblin big boss, 3 goblin archers, and 2 orc boar boy biggins. Faced off against this empire player who has Carfrons on a Pegasus, 2 Empire Knights, 2 Pistoliers, assorted infantry in the front line, a Bright Wizard, 2 Great Cannons, and 2 Handgunners. The player I'm going to be facing off against is a Dwarf player with 2 Iron Drakes, 4 Hammerers, a group of Slayers, which I never see, and I was like, really? You're going to bring Slayers when I bring monstrous creatures? Ungrim Iron Fist, which is another Slayer, 2 basic Gyrocopters, and that is their... and a Flame Cannon. A Flame Cannon! I've never seen anyone bring a flame cannon, which it's going to be firing here very shortly. Here, let me press play. These poor wolf riders just put out here in Vanguard deployment. In range, I believe, of the flame cannons, or they soon will be. There they go. So if you ever want to see a flame cannon... Oh, 1 shot hit. Yeah, these... Wolf Rider archers, not going to do super well against the dwarves and their flame cannons. Meanwhile, the enemy doesn't know where I am, so I am using this ridge as natural cover to try and bring my forces up and around this way to flank them. And I had a lot of problems. My units kept going into walk. I wanted them to run, and then they kept switching back to walk automatically. I don't really know why. So my army kind of gets there in a very staggered way, because again, I kept having to tell them manually to run, and then they would be like, nah, we just want to walk. It was really weird. But anyway, we have the Iron Drakes going off as well against these poor wolf riders, and they're like, nope, we're done. We're done. My forces are just starting to crest over the hill here in a bit. The Arachnarok's actually going to pull back out and go fight the Empire player, who has a lot of forces compared to the greenskin, as they fire off Doom Divers. Here comes some Pistoliers as well. Where's those Great Cannons? Way back here. And then here comes the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth and Kholek leading the charge. Again, I'm frantically telling my people to stop walking and run instead. I'm dropping a Lightning Strike on these Slayers because those are the units that I'm kind of worried about the most, since they're all anti-large. And that's kind of all I brought. Trying to also get into these flame cannons and these Iron Drakes. And my other forces come eventually. Very staggered attack here. Kholek just getting burned. Hammers coming in. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Kholek is kind of getting focused down here. Taking a lot of damage already, a lot of morale damage, because he's surrounded, kind of alone, because the forces just keep coming up. Just seeing all those dwarves. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. I gotta use these guys more often. The Gyrocopters I can't do anything about, so I have to just kind of ignore them. There's Ungrim in the middle of their hammers, getting punted around by these Dragon Ogres and the Trolls. Here comes another wave of Trolls and Dragon Ogres, and there finally comes my Giant and my Chaos Spawn. Again, I had to keep telling them to run. I don't know why they kept switching to walk. And my ally is over there. This kind of gets crazy. They just get split up, and my ally is going to be kiting the infantry, the slow infantry, as their fast cav. And that's basically what happens. And the Arachnaroks just hold it down here in the middle. Pretty well, I must say. Pretty well. Just chomping away. And you can see that they have not taken much damage. The Arachnaroks have 150 armor, so they can take quite a beating. My Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, I'm getting him out of there as the Hammers are chasing him and the Iron Drakes are shooting at him. My Giant finally getting into the center of the fray. At this point, a Dragon Ogre group has routed, as well as some Trolls, but I think they come back soon. The Slayers at this point are mostly dead. No surprise. There goes the Flame Cannon. Those Iron Drakes look super cool. Oh no, let him go! Let him go! Oh, oh! Oh, that poor dwarf. I don't think he lived through that one. Ooh. Just that giant will not let them go. Oh. It's a beautiful sight, though. Beautiful sight. Kholek over here. I just love all these giant weapons. That ogre has taken a lot of shots of flamethrower to the chest. Still ticking, though. Unbreakable Chaos Spawn. Again, I don't think I would bring them. I don't think they really fit in this kind of theme next time. If there is a next time. There'll probably be a next time. Playing with monster creatures is fun. Here comes some Dragon Ogres back from routing. Poor Kholek is still getting just shot up by these gyrocopters. Not being able to do anything and breaking once again. Meanwhile, our ally is still just kiting the enemy force around. The Arachnaroks broke up a big chunk of the infantry that were sent against them, and as you can see, they still have taken like no damage. One of these swordsmen were kited by the 3 goblin archers over here, which is really well done by my ally there. Bright Wizard's just kind of hanging out, and then this Empire chunk of infantry is going to go try to take out these Goblin Wolf Riders, who are... I thought they were going to charge me for a moment. Not going to be able to catch Wolf Riders. Surprise, surprise. Wolves are pretty fast. Faster than human legs, anyway. Kholek at this point has come back again. We finished up a lot of the Hammerer units. Ungrim is still out there, which I'm honestly kind of afraid of, because one good hit from Ungrim and my Kholek is dead. I do cast the lightning on these gyrocopters because I was just annoyed by them, and there wasn't really a nice clump of infantry to cast that on right now, so I was like, we'll do some damage to them. And then Ungrim comes after our giants to try and get revenge for all the Hammerers that he has murdered and eaten. And I is just getting a nice little steam bath on his backside. So right now we're going to have the giant and Ungrim facing off with the support of the gyrocopters. Ooh. Ungrim? Ungrim, are you okay? Ungrim? I don't think Ungrim's... I don't think he's okay. I wish the giant could just reach up and grab gyrocopters out of the sky. But at this point, the dwarf army is mostly routed except for the gyrocopters. So I'm going to send my giant over here to try and assist my ally, and I get him starting early because, hey, it's a long walk for a giant to go all the way over there. And I'm just making sure that the other units are going to be shattered, which that one actually is. And I think I pulled these dragon ogres and trolls off of that to go help my allies soon too when I realized that those are shattered. And right here, I was just trying to shatter these 2 units as well, and then I was going to pull them back over here to assist my ally as my giant just gets, like I said, a steam bath from those gyrocopters. Very nice of them to clean his back like that. It's been a long time. Over here, the poor Empire infantry is still just getting kited by the Wolf Riders. Now the Goblin Archers are back in formation over here trying to do their damage. Yeah, the Empire player, unfortunately, just was not a very mobile force. I didn't really get to show it, but the Empire Knights... Maybe I'll load this up again. We can load this up again and see a lot of the battle from the Greenskins player. I didn't really show off much of it. There isn't anything really left to show on my side. And there you go. We kind of won it there. So yeah, let's load this replay real quick. Again. Because that was pretty fast. And see exactly how the greenskin player murdered Waffles of Mass Deliciousness. That's a good name. I'd never noticed the name before. But yeah, so here we have the start again. We're going to see these Wolf Riders get just burned alive. And again, these Arachnarok spiders do move up. They get to about here, and then they pull back down and around. The Empire player looks like, I believe they start charging from the beginning as Doom Divers come in. I'm not sure if these Great Cannons really ever do anything. There's good old Carl. Ooh. Two Empire Knights there on the right flank. Because I haven't seen it myself yet, but apparently the cav got shut down pretty early, and I want to see exactly how. Because without the cav, this Empire player didn't have much of a chance against such a mobile force that was centralized around two Arachnarok spiders. There's the Great Cannon. They're firing. Alright. Pistoliers, definitely not a bad choice against greenskins. They don't have many super heavily armored units. And Pistoliers do pretty good against mostly unarmored units like the Goblin Archers, Goblin Wolf Riders. Although I don't know who wins in a fight. If the Wolf Riders would win, like the Archer versions, I don't know if they would win in a fight against the Pistoliers or not. I haven't seen that matchup before. So it looks like the Great Cannons are trying to take out the Doom Diver catapults. Here come the Empire Knights. Pistoliers looking like they're getting into position to shoot. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Looks like we're about to have some fun over here. Do the Empire Knights not get a charge off? Oh no. Oh no, because let's look at this real quick. Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Excuse me. They are the anti-large cav that the orcs have. I believe they're about 900 in cost, and their charge bonus of 48. So, man, if they get this charge off, ooh, that's going to be pretty deadly. Without getting a counter charge. Oh no. Oh, the knights didn't even get their charge off. Looks like a spell going off on the Pistoliers. Well, that definitely does not help things out for the Empire player.
Fight, men! Fight for our right to live!
So both Orc Boar Boy Biggins got their charge bonus off. Neither of the Empire Knights did, and you can see they're just kind of getting massacred here by the massive charge bonus of the Orc Boar Boys. I hate saying that. It's such a mouthful. Here comes the infantry to try and reinforce, it looks like. But the Empire Knights have already just been massacred. They should have pulled out. But here comes a group of swordsmen, halberdiers, and spears. Arachnaroks are now getting into the fight, and the greenskin player makes the right choice here. They destroy the Empire Knights for the most part, and now we're retreating from the infantry, which is a nice choice. Doom Divers looks like they took a hit. Goblin Archers are being forced off by the swordsmen. This must be the swordsman that gets kited all the way back here and then shot down by the Goblin Archers. Looks like the Boar Boys either got caught or maybe just charged. Here come those Wolf Riders that were being flamed by the Dwarf player. Ah, I see. They take out the Great Cannons. Good choice. And then the Empire player clumps up most of their infantry around the two Arachnarok spiders. Now let me tell you where the Arachnarok spiders want to be. In the center of a giant clump of infantry just murdering fools. Oh my god. There's Karl Franz. What are you gonna do, Franz? Let's see, other infantry is just being pulled away by those the Boar Boys. Not a good choice. You probably should have stayed in a tighter formation. But yeah, the Empire players allowing themselves to kind of get kited around. Oh, the handgunners. No! That's the one thing that can actually bring down the Ragnaroks. Oh, no. They're too close. Pull them out. Oh, man. Getting the handgunners caught like that was not good, because they are armor piercing, which the Ragnaroks have a lot of armor, so they could have done a little bit. Bright Wizard just taking out the Doom Divers by himself. Boar Boys keep getting these charges on the one remaining cav and this clump of infantry, doing pretty good. The Wolf Riders, looks like they took out the great cannons and are shooting up Karl Franz at this point, who's just getting shot. This group of infantry broke, unsurprisingly, fighting 2 Arachnarok spiders by themselves. Oh man, these handgunners aren't even facing the right way. And they broke again. The Pistoliers, looks like they got shot up by the Wolf Riders. As Karl Franz is still.
Behind us!
So yeah, there wasn't really much teamwork in this battle. We were kind of having our own separate battles. I do like to have some teamwork, but I mean, like, I didn't really have much to send over there since I really needed everything to fight out these dwarves. And let's just fast forward through the rest here. I think we know how the rest of this goes. This clump of infantry just gets kited by the Wolf Riders. Here come those Goblin Archers back from their somewhat victory against the one swordsman who chased them and is now shattered? Are they shattered? No, they're back. Karl Franz still alive. Alright. Ooh, that was pretty cool. That was... the Flaming Skull got some good hits in the very beginning of its path. Oh, is it going to get into its own people? Oh, that was close. That was close. But yeah, like, there's literally nothing that the Empire player can do against 2 Arachnaroks and all of this cav that's still alive. It's... oh, man. And they're just getting shot up. And kited around. And then charged. Oh, man. That was really good play. Really good play by my my greenskin ally. They did really well. Let's see the final tallies. Ooh, only 4. You did not get many kills. 47, 26, 30. I mean, again, this is a small units, and on top of that, the dwarves brought an elite force of just hammerers, a flame cannon, which is 1,500. How many kills did the flame cannon get? 9. And I bet you all of those were against those Goblin Wolf Riders in the very beginning. Yeah. 2 Iron Drakes. One got 6 kills, though. Again, probably against Wolf Riders for the most part. I did lose some monstrous creatures, obviously. 34. 41, man. It's just kind of hard to judge since there's not many units in this battle. Like, I don't know, is that good? Is 34 good? But yeah, I think that's pretty good considering the amount of units we were fighting. And then Waffles of Mass Destruction. The Bright Wizard, 29 kills. Okay. Yeah, those Empire Knights, they just didn't... that was unfortunate for them. Man. Wow. Even Emperor Karl Franz, he never sent Karl into a fight, did he? Karl Franz just got sniped by wolf archers. Oh, man. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. Kholek's Monsters. It worked this time. I don't think it's a build that would work all the time, but managed to do it this time against Slayers. Like, who brings Slayers? I was so shocked when I saw them, but they didn't even get any kills. I did 1 lightning strike against them, then they went into melee. They didn't even kill anything. And this is what they're here to kill. They're here to kill these giant monstrous creatures, but they still didn't get anything. What the heck, man? Ungrim did, though. Those 7 kills are all against monstrous creatures. That's pretty impressive, Ungrim. I'll give you that, buddy. But anyway, again, hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Take care.